once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date, you're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight, don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase, so catch me if I fall.
Right, welcome to the London Motorcycle Show, everyone. So I'm here today, I'm actually just outside the BSA stand. I'm gonna have a little walk around BSA and then we'll go over to some of my favourite bikes of the show so far. Right, we start our journey on the BSA stand, and the bike I'm most interested in is obviously the Scrambler 650 or B65. The same engine as Gold Star, but you can see they've polished the engine cases and blacked out the exhaust. That cover's different, obviously the foot pegs are different. Those rear shocks, 40 centimeters, 400 millimeters, compared to the Gold Star, which are 36. 19-inch front, which probably will adversely affect the handling a little bit, but it will give you a little bit more ability off-road. And then the engine casings are different as well. Down here, I just wanted to come and have a look really to see if the crash protection I've already got will fit, which I think it will. Now this side stand, much more substantial than the Gold Star, and the bike won't lean over as much. Pillion peg position is a lot higher, and then you've obviously got a totally redesigned rear end. So no Highland green bikes here today, but they've got midnight black with a stripe going down there. They've got this Imperial red, which is looking really, really nice. And then, hello, just doing a quick video on BSA Gold Stars. Here's another midlight black. And then we've got the Legacy Edition here, which has the soft luggage on. Now I was actually thinking, shall I go for the soft luggage? Or if we come over here, you see this is the hard luggage. And if you look in, I was looking, it actually looks quite voluminous. And then you've got the rear rack there. I've already got one of those, but it just looks quite nice having that circular rear rack. Down here you've got the engine cases on the Legacy Edition, and then you've got these engine dresser bars. But we were talking about these, and if you look down there, very much a dresser bar kit and not crash protection. And then obviously I've got the chrome mudguard, and then at the front there you've got gloss black on the forks, chrome on the mirrors, and then all of this is gloss, which I think looks really, really smart. Phantom Black Edition here, the fin, that's got the fins polished as well. One thing I did notice, the switchgear seems to have been upgraded. It feels a little bit more substantial. I think mine's one of the very early ones. This switchgear is way better than mine. They've improved that since mine was manufactured. Right, we just turned up at Honda. Here's the GB350. This is the bike from Honda of 2025 in my opinion. So we've got polished engine cases, very upright position on the cylinder head. Just all very nice, isn't it? Nice seats. Let me just jump on the bike. I haven't actually sat on one of these yet. So, oh, it's actually a little bit tall. I'm stretching my legs out. If you look, stretching my legs out to flat foot it. Nice riding position, nice reach to the bars. This all looks pretty smart up here. Nothing out of place really. And obviously it's £3,950, so it's a hell of a bargain. But I'll just spin around this bike because I know that's of interest to a lot of people. LED lighting up front, and then if we look at the sign here, 15 litre tank, 178 kilos curb. That's an improvement on the Royal Enfields. I'd probably go for this Pucco blue, very retro looking. Then down this side, which obviously the best side of the bike, got the engine there with the exhaust swept up a little bit, and then GB350S. For me, the GB350 hasn't quite done enough. Like I don't think it's sort of special in the way that the classic 350 is. It's better. I mean, it's got more low down torque and it's got lighter weight, but it just doesn't have that like charm, in my opinion. Look at it up close. Doesn't quite feel like a classic 350, does it? Right, this is the bike that everybody on YouTube is currently buying and getting delivered. The Honda Hornet 1000 SP. Brembo stylemas, you got an Öhlins rear shock, and then the forks are the same as the non-SP model. But you've also got that quick shifter down there. Obviously it's a Fireblade engine. Now the only thing with the SP, which people have been going back and forth on, it only comes in one colour, which is matte black. So if you don't like matte, black and gold, then it's a little bit problematic. You'd have to go for the non-SP version. But that is a very nice looking bike. It is built to a price, to be fair, because this one is $999. Adjustable forks on the front there. Nice switch gear, for a little bit fiddly. And then you've got those big dual Brembos at the front. So not a bike for me, but it is a bike that's gaining a lot of traction with YouTubers. Right, come over to Suzuki, and they didn't have the Supermoto version of the DR-Z last time in Birmingham, the NEC. So they've got this version as well as the one I'd be interested in yellow over here, which is the DR-Z4S. 280mm of suspension travel and a lot of ground clearance, 40 horsepower, liquid cooled motor. Just you're ready to go trail bike, really. Now it is quite tall, obviously, and also the other thing about it is quite expensive. So if I come around to the front here, it says price TBC, but it's about $7,500. 39 or 38 PS, single cylinder, 151 kg. I mean, it is a cracking bike, but I don't personally feel like I'd go $7,500 for it. When a Vosges 300 Rally is $3,500. So it's under half price. 28 horsepower, obviously not quite as well finished as the Suzuki, but still this is a bike that I'd love to have if I was going to spend $7,500. It's a hell of a bike. Right, here's Kawasaki's EV range. Not really for me. Then you've got the Vulcan S, which is 650, and then the Eliminator 500. Now this bike, yeah, 6399. It's got that 500cc engine, 177 kilos. Doesn't say whether it's dry or wet weight, but I've always quite liked the Eliminator. Quite a nice bike. Just going to throw a leg over it again. Yeah, very, very comfortable ride. The bars are sort of swept towards you. I would say that the LCD is a little bit dated, but other than that, oh look at this. Very BSA-like. Oh, it comes down. Little USB-C there. But yeah, the Eliminator, I like the look of it. I think that's a really cool looking bike. And the 500cc parallel twin, that's just enough power for what you need. It's got cast alloys, so you won't need to worry about cleaning them. Just, yeah, overall, a nice bike from Kawasaki. Well, it's nice to see KTM have a strong showing. I'm really glad they've got all these bikes available for people to come and have a look at. I'm really interested in the 390 section, and then come around here to the 390 Enduro, and that is, I think, 150 something. Yeah, 159 kg, 44 horsepower, 399cc. And then over here you've got the totally reworked 390 Adventure, proper suspension on there, 230mm suspension, WP high quality suspension, got the bash plates, weather protection, high front mudguard, got everything, isn't it? 165 kg on there, so that is an exciting bike. If you could get, oh, is that little button there looks like cruise control. Looks like you've got cruise control on there as well, so they've obviously thought of everything. And look at the tyres. Tyres are, let's come around and have a look at the back. Tyres are proper off-road grip pattern on there, offset rear shock. It's just a really well thought out bike, so adjustable front suspension as well, fully adjustable. That's really nice. So I think KTM have got so in there. If they can just get through the troubles they got at the moment, got 21-inch front as well, then this bike could be an excellent bike. You just got to hope that KTM sort themselves out, somebody takes over. So it's 6,699, but I think that is a whole grand cheaper than the Suzuki, and it's only 10 kilos more than the Suzuki. It's got cruise control, it's got more weather protection, so that could potentially be a cracking bike. I think it's got a bit more power as well, 44 horsepower, it's a bit more powerful than the Suzuki. So yeah, that is really, really nice. Big fan of that bike from KTM. Right, this is so noisy here. But I wanted to do the CF Moto 800 MTX, which is obviously the adventure spec version. So you got 800 MT Sport, and then you've got the Explore version. They've got the spoke wheels, off-road tyres. You've got more stuff as standard, like the crash protection, the bash plates, quick shifter. You get luggage on the back. And then you've got the cruise control. Probably got heated grips and all that kind of stuff as standard on this bike, which you don't have on the base model. But personally, I think it's quite strong money when you can get the base version for sort of like 6 and a bit. It's another $3,000 to have all the kit on it. I think people would be more likely to go for the base. Right, Royal Enfield Classic 650 in that kind of dark red and cream colourway, which looks really, really nice. I might jump on this one just to remind myself of the seating position. So up front you got like the classic 350 nacelle, key goes in there, which is really cool, tripper, and then the analog clock, and then you got the peak at the front. Nice, look at that switchgear, chrome polished switchgear, nice grips, lovely having Royal Enfield in there, central fuel filler cap. I mean, it is nice. It is nice. I mean, two-wheel Willie, you going to get one of these? And then you've got the mud guard that seems to be drawing some irk online. Personally, I don't mind it too much. I think it's part of the style of the bike, but there's the mud guard. You can make up your own minds. And at the front, you know, my pick of Royal Enfield would actually, I'll just come past the Gorilla, it'd probably be this green classic 350. Look at this tank here. It's got every optional extra on there. And you got, look at that, chrome engine crash bars, which will actually work, sump guard, the flat foot pegs, and then you got the screen, touring seats, backrest, chrome, and bottle green. Lovely, lovely bike. Ooh, a super optioned up Super Meteor. Royal Enfield hard panniers have arrived, touring seat, huge crash bars, got the fancy foot pegs as well, and a sump guard, and a touring screen. So that is your mile muncher. Cheeky little Interceptor dart, again, super optioned up. Brace there, Royal Enfield. Genuine luggage on the back. I do like an Interceptor dart. Shame is the seat is not very comfortable. But yeah, that's Royal Enfield for you.